Hello, this is Barney Cargill with your encouraging word for today on Monday, May the 11th, 2020. And our word for today is rooftop, specifically rolling rooftop. When my brother-in-law Roger was alive, he was a house mover. And this guy could do anything. He would crawl under a house, jack it up off the foundation, put dollies under it, and back a truck up to it, hook the truck up to the house, and drive the truck down the road. And it was amazing. And a couple of times when we were up in Seattle visiting, he asked me if I would help him on a job. And that was kind of scary because I'm not the most agile person in the world. And on one of those jobs, he asked if I would stand on top of the roof as the house is being moved down the road, and lift up the traffic lights when we came to them so the house could pass under it. And I thought, piece of cake, no problem. Well, wasn't quite as easy as I thought, because to start with, you're balancing on the apex of this roof while the house is moving down the road. And then you get this 100-pound traffic light. You've got to lift it up, turn around, face the other way, and lower it as the house goes through the intersection. And so, I made it through fine, but one of the biggest challenges there was the uncertainty of it all, because you're approaching an intersection, and here's the traffic light, and okay, got to time it right, got to keep my balance, make sure I don't fall off to my death, and it's just all this uncertainty. And I think in some ways that kind of describes the times we're living in now. I mean, all this uncertainty about the economy and politics and, what's going to happen in the future? What's the world situation looking like? And, am I going to have a job? And all these kinds of things. And I just got to tell you, when we were in quarantine on the Grand Princess and at Travis Air Force Base, uncertainty was one of our biggest battles, because we never knew what was going to happen day to day. I mean, we go into quarantine, how long is this going to last? What about when we get off the ship? Or where are we going to go? And how long is that going to last? And is our family going to be together? Or Linda and I going to be together? What's it going to be like? Where we're going to be? And I mean, uncertainty after uncertainty after uncertainty. And the thing that really helped more than anything was staying in the moment and knowing, okay, right now, everything's okay. God's going to take care of this. And just surrendering where we were and our future to God. Now, that sounds maybe overly simplistic, but it's absolutely the truth. It's a really hard thing to do, but that's the answer. 2 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 7 says, we walk by faith, not by sight. See, we want to walk by sight, because when we walk by sight, for the most part, that removes the uncertainty. Okay, now I know what's going to happen. But see, God wants us to live in a place of uncertainty, because in that place of uncertainty, that's where we lean into Him and we trust Him and we walk by faith, because we're uncertain about what's going to happen. And I just want to encourage us in these times of uncertainty, these rolling rooftop times that we're living in, to embrace the uncertainty, because that's where God is, in the uncertainty. That's the times where we can look to Him, even in those days of a rolling rooftop. And that is my encouraging word for today.